Yes! Orlando, make some fucking noise! Now everybody fight each other! No, I'm just kidding. That's the shows I'm used to. I'm from Daytona. Daytona people, where are we at? That's the most Daytona shit. This one dude like, I'll fucking fight everybody in here, dude. 311. Make some noise if you've been to Daytona Beach. It's the biggest applause that's ever gotten. It's a weird place, man. That's anytime they're like, hey, where you from? I'm always like, Orlando. Definitely from Orlando, because I'm an hour away. But man, people don't know, man. People are like right now you're at this nice club. You get to like experience a fun time watching comedy. Like people don't know what it's like. Somebody goes, what's it like doing comedy in Daytona? I'm like, well, we had a show at a strip club, but it got shut down because the manager OD'd. So what can you do? You know, just happens. And then they're like, what else you got? We're like, well, we had a club at a hotel, and then a hurricane took it out. It's fine though. We had we had a bowling alley show, and that got shut down because too many people got shot. That's a real story, by the way. I don't know if you guys caught that.
Can you order a basket of fries?
There, too many people got shot. That means there was a cap, and then we reached it, and then we went over it. So, okay, this is what happened, basically. There was if you guys want to know what doing comedy in a bowling alley bar is like, it's basically like, pretend you're a comedian, right? You're a comedian and you're like, hey, what's the deal with relationships? That's comedy, okay. And then I'm a construction worker, and there's 3 other construction workers, and this is ladies wrestling. You guys got it? Okay. All right, somebody say, what's the deal with relationships? Shut the fuck up! That's, so... Yes. So now you know what it's like to be a comedian. Dude, I mean, so this is how it goes. So we didn't even know that was a thing. We were doing the show and somebody was just like, 2 more gunshots, you're done. We're like, what? There was a pimp and his prostitutes, and they were bowling. It was a company retreat. Gotta keep them happy, you know? Okay. So he paid. That's a pimp joke. Okay. Somebody asked him. All right. All right, so he paid. And then they're bowling, they're having a nice time, and then there was another gentleman there, and he had, what's the best way to say it? He never paid his tab. You know, services rendered. He fucked a bunch of people and they never paid for it. So they did what you do when you're in Daytona Beach and you're mad. You get out your gun and you just start fucking shooting, right? So one bullet went through one prostitute's arm. It's 1 gunshot. But that bullet kept going and it hit another prostitute in the ass. It's 2 gunshots. Show's over. So no more going on the show. Before I get into this segment about shit show comedy, since you're at a real show, here we have rules. Please don't talk and be a fucking asshole, and turn your phone off or we will shove it up your asshole. Okay. So I run a show at 10:30 at night on a Wednesday in Daytona Beach. It's the nicest thing that could happen to you, frankly. It's, okay, so I had a guy walk in once and he goes, hey, can I sign up first? I'm like, yeah, sure. Should be a red flag. Nobody ever wants to go first, right? But I was like, okay, because open mic, there's 2 kinds of people that do open mic comedy. There are nervous, scared first-timers and people who are dead inside, but every now and then, somebody slips through, you know? This guy, he had me fooled. He was a white dude, but he had the Chris Rock thing down. He's like, yo, he's just doing this a lot, and he's like not really saying any real punchlines. He gets about 30 seconds in, and he stops, and he goes, as close as you are to me, he goes, fuck you, to an audience member. And we're all like, we're all in the back of the room just hoping, the show just started. Imagine if I walked out here and I was like, how's everybody doing tonight? Fuck you! You guys are like, what's happening? So he says, fuck you. And we're all like, maybe it's a bit. You're rooting for the show, do the joke, And then he goes, you broke my fucking heart. And we're like, oh boy. That sounded like a bit. But you're still hoping, maybe you do the bit. And then she goes, oh, Jesus Christ. Not a bit. They knew each other. And then he goes, fuck you. And he goes, I'm done with all of you. And we're like, we're not a part of this. This is your weird street theater. What the fuck? Get out of here. And then he took my $100 microphone and went, peace, I'm out. Dropped it on the ground. Yeah. But I buy good shit. It still works because gunshots. So, yeah, I put Kevlar on my mics. But yeah, so that guy, what a fucking boss though, right? Anybody ever do a breakup like that? Anybody ever get upset at your ex-girlfriend so you signed up at an open mic to tell her fuck you? I mean, it's probably a serial killer, but damn, what a good move. I had another dude, this is the other thing that happens sometimes, there's like a weird thing with like amplification in the night. Like people hear speakers and they go like, crazy people just go like, oh, I can talk into a microphone? Where is it? And they go and find you. I had a dude show up once and he goes, hey, can I get on the list? And I was like, yeah, absolutely. And he goes, thanks a lot. And he turns around and walks away and he's got a bottle of ranch in his back pocket. This is in a pub. There's no, just a bar. There's no food. And I was like, well, it's not a gun. We can keep the show, so, you know. Go on, weirdo, you know. Then he comes back a little while later. He goes, am I up? I go, yeah, you're next. He goes, great. He gets on stage and he goes, hey, how's everybody doing tonight? Good to see you, good to see you. So I don't know what the fuck, he was like trying to be one of Jeff Dunham's puppets. I don't know. He's like, how's everybody doing tonight? Good to see you, good to... He did not talk like that. But it's like, well, good to see you, how's everybody doing? Good to see you, okay. He's got a weird walk for no reason. He's like the reverse Chris Rock. He's like, what? And then he goes, and then he stops, and he goes back to his regular voice, and he looks at all of us, and he goes, I got a question for you. And we're like, ooh, okay, what is it? And he's like, you guys ever come? Yeah, we're all like, yeah, man, we're all in a bar at 11 at night. What are you? Everyone's here to come. That's what the world is. We all go do things so we can come. Like, what? You guys ever come? I'm like, yeah. And he goes, I come. We're like, okay. Wherever this is, please stop it, you know? But I see him, he's fidgeting with the ranch, you know? Yeah, we're all kind of putting it together, you know? The comics are in the back of the room like, don't you fucking do this! No! And he's like, yeah, time to come! And we're like, God damn it! And he takes out the bottle of ranch and he puts it in front of him. And he squeezes it and he goes, ugh! So like he doesn't come, right? Like it's not how people sound when they come, right? Does anyone? So he goes, ugh! And he squeezes it and then nothing shoots out because he bought the wrong fucking bottle for the bit. Your whole punchline is coming and you got the wrong fucking bottle? Get the squeeze top. He got the big hole, not the little hole, he's got the big hole. So now he's squeezing it and he's just coming clumps of ranch on the floor. And he's going, like, come on, man. Whatever. We made him clean it up. We put on polka music and made him clean it up with a washcloth. You can do what you want in like a late night bar. If somebody did that here, they just, I don't know, kick the shit out of them. I don't know. Does anybody work out? You got anybody working out? Anybody taking care of themselves? A couple people. Like two people. This is the old, in an Ari Shaffir crowd, like, people are like, I take care of myself, is that bad? Is that fun? I think you should work out, you should take care of yourself, but like, there's like those people who are like way too, it's like their whole personality, their whole being. Like, they're the people you see out places, they're like, what's your excuse? You're like, what? We're in Starbucks, leave me alone. What's your excuse? That's like a real thing people say now. What's your excuse? You're like, I'm a fucking adult and I don't want to. Like, I don't have to. It's crazy that I remember seeing a Men's Health magazine that said, he's homeless. What's your excuse? And I was like, what the fuck? And I look at the article, and there's a homeless dude in New York, and he's working out on a light pole. He's like hanging from the light pole. He's fucking shredded because he's got nothing to do. So he does. That's, you know. Dude, and kudos to him, I would never be this dude. I'm so fucking lazy, I'd be sucking dicks behind the fucking Improv. And I'm like, meet me out back, I would rather suck dicks than ever work out all day for money. I would. There'd be a dude and he's like, he's got my hair in his hand and he's I got my mascara going, you know. It's my fucking fantasy. I'm letting that mascara. Fuck you guys. I'm crying. I'm like, ugh. And he's like, he just stops me. He's like, hey man, 30 push-ups. This is all over right now. I'd be like, nah, put it back in. We're almost done. I can feel it. Let's just do it. Let's just do it. Ladies, you know what I'm talking about. Man, you guys are a really good crowd. I don't know. Yeah, give it up for yourselves. I didn't expect You know there's like a thing in comedy is the Friday night late crowd is like a bunch of drunk psychos. And also, well, calm down. Also, we're in Florida. Like every time people come from Florida, I had a girl come from Portland to do a show in Daytona, and she had never been to Florida before. Everybody. If you have a friend who's never been to Florida and you don't feel like taking them all over, just bring them to Daytona and get the whole experience. Like, I'll take you to the track, I'll take you to the gator farm, I'll take you to the hood, we'll get the whole thing, it'll be great. So, she got off the plane, she came right from the venue, right from the plane to the venue, and she got there and she goes, "So great to see you guys are so environmentally friendly here in Florida." I was like, "What the fuck is happening?" And she goes, "Hi guys, people riding bikes." Like hurt. I didn't want to tell her, but I had to. I was like, "No one here has a valid driver's license." That's the problem. This is all DUIs. We should probably all be in jail, but you know. But catch me, motherfucker! No. All right, you guys are fucking awesome. Are you ready for some more comics? Our next comedian, you've seen him on Comedy Central. He's super fucking great. Guys, give it up for Steve Simone!